Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Empowerment Junction podcast. It's another Monday, and if you're anything like me, sometimes that alarm clock feels like it's just gone off way too soon. Mondays, right? That's the conversation I've been having with Rebecca, one of our listeners. And we've all been there on Mondays when the alarm clock siren song goes off, the weight of the week ahead. But hey, not today. I am here motivated and inspired by Rebecca's question and message on how to tackle Mondays. So today, we are going to talk about some simple, quick, and easy strategies to turn that Monday frown upside down. But before I get started, I'd like to introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Olivia Bassi, your host and guide on this path of growth. With over 15 years of experience in teaching, training, assessment writing, and product development, I've fostered a deep passion for sharing knowledge and igniting curiosity. So welcome to this podcast. Now, Empowerment Junction is your go-to podcast for personal growth and self-improvement. And if you're new here, you might be asking yourself, or you might be wondering what this podcast is about. Now, each week, I do try and share inspiring stories, practical tips, and expert insights designed to help you break free from self-limiting beliefs and reaching your full potential. So whether you're looking to overcome obstacles, enhance your mindset, or simply find motivation, Empowerment Junction podcast provides the tools and encouragement you need. So tune in and embark on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself today. If you love the podcast, I'd be delighted, and I'd love for you to follow and subscribe to the Empowerment Junction podcast to automatically get the latest episode on your device. If you didn't know, we are now on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, and Spotify. And of course, if you love the visual side of Empowerment Junction, you'll be delighted to know we are now on YouTube, where I do try and offer bonus episodes. So please head over and check them out. I will attach this at the end of today's episode. So today, I wanted to take a minute to offer some gratitude and to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you who's been with me on this journey. Whether you've just stopped by today or you've been a long-time listener, your presence and support means the world to me. And it's the same thing as Rebecca, who has really empowered me to share insights and tips on how I conquer my Mondays. For those who are new here, Empowerment Junction is not just a podcast, it's a community of like-minded individuals committed to growth, empowerment, and positive change. Your engagement, feedback, and enthusiasm fuels the heart of this podcast. And for that, I am truly thankful. And for those who've recently discovered Empowerment Junction, welcome aboard. I am truly honored to have you join us on this path of growth and inspiration. Together, I sincerely believe we learn together, evolve together, and empower each other to reach new heights together. Thank you so much for being part of this incredible journey. Now here's to many more empowering conversation and moments of growth ahead. So, let's dive into how you can make your Monday mornings a little bit brighter. By all means, head over, grab your drink, get a pen and paper, or if it's a phone, whatever works for you. I encourage you to make sure you note down these quick tips, starting with a few quick fixes that I really hope you can implement right away. Now, the power of Mondays is to have a morning routine. So let's talk about something that I strongly believe can really set the tone of your entire day. Your Monday morning routine. I know this sounds so simple, and some might say, oh, it's such a cliche. But trust me, it makes a world of difference. Getting up a little earlier to enjoy a calm start to your day can work wonders. I know it does. A year ago, 2 years ago, I used to wake up sometimes after 7 o'clock, but for the past year and a half, I set my alarm clock to wake me up at 5 to 6, and I get so much done. That's how I even get new episodes and new ideas channeling in and coming in my way, and I get to share it with my audience. So maybe, just maybe, starting today or starting tomorrow, you can set your alarm clock a little bit earlier. Start by 5 minutes earlier than your usual time. And then keep raising the bar and see how much you're able to get done. Or maybe you want to squeeze in a quick workout or perhaps some gentle stretching. Or how about starting your day with a few minutes of mindfulness or meditation? And let's not forget about fueling your body right with a nourishing breakfast. These small changes can add up to a big difference in how you feel. Right, next on the list, get some physical exercise. We all know, and a lot of health experts have shared many tips on the importance of a physical activity and how good it is for us. But did you know it's a great mood booster? I've already shared the impact I have when I go for a run in the morning or when I exercise in the morning. I come back filled with energy, vibrating really, really high, and I know what I want to do for the day. I set the tone for the day. Now, this is not to say that I want you to run a marathon. No. You don't have to run a marathon to get the benefits. Even short bursts of activities can make a big difference. How about a brisk walk around the block, a quick home workout, or even better, just dancing around your living room? Trust me, the power of dance is significant. I think music is one of the most joyful experiences, and when you incorporate in a dance routine to it, you are absolutely winning and taking ownership of that day. Trust me. It's harder to feel grumpy when you're dancing like nobody's watching. Try it. Now, the point is, moving your body releases those feel-good endorphins, and it's a great way to shake off any lingering Monday blues. So get to your dancing spot, find that music, find that beat, and get to dancing. Next up, I would definitely talk about fueling your body. What goes in your body? I used to love this TV presenter who used to say, we are what you eat. Now, what you eat can seriously impact your mood. We know that many health experts, psychologists, and even your doctor, just go ask your GP. They'll tell you. So it's important to make sure you're giving your body the best possible start to the day. I'll tell you what I normally do, how I start my day. My day, a lot of the time, starts with a quick meditation, then I'll jump out and I'll go for a workout. And when I work out, I tend to hydrate my body because I'm dehydrated. I get dehydrated very quickly. So I tend to drink lots of water. And by 7:30 or 8 o'clock, I've drunk just about 1 liter of water. And I'm not saying you're going to be able to drink 1 liter of water. I'm just saying, for me, that seriously enhances my mood and it impacts my mood. So make sure you're giving your body the best possible start to the day. I know all too well there's some Monday mornings when you're so quick to reach for something quick and sugary. But trust me, your brain and body will definitely thank you for a more balanced breakfast. So think about what you're taking in as your Monday morning breakfast. And that's not to say that water is my breakfast. No, that's just to say how I set the tone for the day. After I've drank my liter of water, the rest of the day, believe you me, I will be having nutritious, healthy meals. But water remains consistent with me. It set the tone, which means I'll probably have another half a liter at lunchtime. Water is a consistent theme during my day. So think about incorporating foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids like nuts and seeds. I do love a lot of berries. In fact, I was just telling a friend of mine that it's such a fantastic time to go and pick the berries, the free berries that you find when you're walking around. Go to Fletcher Moss if you live around southwest Manchester. There's lots of free berries that you can pick, and they're really nice for munching and just eating as a side, on the side if you feel like a quick snack. So I would definitely encourage you to get some nuts and seeds, or even opt for whole grains to keep your energy level steady. I remember a time when I used to work in Sheffield, I used to drink porridge. I used to make sure I take a pack of porridge with me all the time. And it kept my energy levels going and sustained me throughout the day. And of course, I've already emphasized about the fact that I like to drink a lot of water. You've got to stay hydrated. Water is very important. Give your body the fuel it needs to conquer your day. I cannot emphasize this enough. Now, my fourth quick fix is about mindfulness and gratitude. Now, finally, when we're talking about mindfulness and gratitude, the power of positivity is real. And shifting your focus can make a world of difference on a Monday morning and even those around you. Think about it this way. A simple way to do this is through gratitude journaling. Take a few minutes to just note down a couple of things you're grateful for. For me, every morning without fail, I say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Many people have not seen this day. But because of your love for me, you've chosen for me to see this day. So I'm truly grateful. I thank you for this day, and I hope you're able to guide me through the day. That's how I start my day. Take charge of it. I'm not saying this is going to work for you. Everybody's got their way to start the day. It could be anything from the smell of your morning coffee to a supportive friend. Or even better, I like this because I was talking to somebody about it in the gym and this person was talking about there's certain people who you meet who are they always have this low vibration about them. There's nothing ever nice or good about the day. And they always have a way of rubbing that off on you. So I said, well, I've tried to resist those types of people. And I remember back in the day where I used to work a lot, or I go to the office a lot, I used to call these types of people mood hoovers, which means you'll come into the office, you're in a really high positive spirit, and the minute they see you, they will hoover that away, or they'll attempt to. But I strongly believe that nobody can take your happy away because they didn't give it to you in the first place, so they can't take it from you. So there's a tactic I used to use with such types of people. And I remember one time where I decided to start buying coffee for this specific person. So I'd go into the office and make sure I stop at one of the coffee places. I mean, the coffee was £1 that time. So I'd stop and buy a coffee for this person just to see. This person used to call them. I don't want to name them because just in case they're listening to my podcast, they might send me some nasty messages. So I'm not going to name them. I'm just going to call the mood hoover person. You know who you are. So I started buying them coffee. And I remember the first 2 times they looked at me like, I didn't ask you for coffee. So I said, no, I'm just offering. I just want to offer something nice. It's just a goodwill gesture. And they were like, okay. And then I kept on doing it every month. I kept on bringing them coffee. And one time they decided to ask me why. And I sort of said, well, I just feel that a lot of the times you always seem a bit distracted, or you don't seem like you tuned into your morning routine. Every time I say good morning, you don't seem to reciprocate my good morning. And it made them think, and they sat there and thought, yeah, you're right. I'm just not a morning person. So I said, well, does the coffee help? And they said, and they were honest with me. They said, well, the first 2 times I binned it because I was thinking, why are you bringing me coffee? And then when I started talking to you, I got to know you. And I started drinking the coffee, and it made me appreciative. So I told them, I was honest with them, see, I had this gratitude journal. And I kept on bringing coffee to you to just try and break the ice with you. And their face lit up. And since then, they said they'll never forget me. And I remember that because Maya Angelou said it's the little things that you do for people. And up to now, obviously that person didn't know I used to call them a mood hoover. But I think that changed their perception. And they told me eventually when I was leaving that job that they're now going to embrace really having a much more positive way of thinking about life and starting their mornings a little bit more lively and reciprocating the positivity that people are bringing into the office. So I'm sharing that little story because I really want you to use this as a way of gratitude and being thankful. And gratitude does not mean that you just write it down and forget it. Gratitude means that you do something good for somebody, particularly somebody who perhaps does not appreciate the present moment of really being here and fully appreciating the power of now and the power of being here and every second. Because literally every second of the day, life has chosen you to be here. The minute you wake up, life chose you. So choose life. Tell life you're grateful. And sometimes the way to do that is to share that joy and happiness with somebody else. So start your day with gratitude, and I'm sure this will help you focus on the positives rather than the challenges ahead. And if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, try some deep breathing or short mindfulness exercise. Just a few minutes. This can help you recenter and approach the day with a calmer, more focused mindset. And I tell you how I did this the other day, because I was really struggling last week for some reason because of maybe what was going on with the UK riots and the EDL matches. I felt really struggled with humanity and just accepting what humanity is. And I really had to find my place, and I really had to speak to God to give me the strength to even carry on. But come the weekend, I turned that around. And this is what I did to reconnect, because I was struggling to reconnect. I went for a walk with my husband, and my husband knows me. There's moments where I wake up where even good morning is hard. Even saying good morning to him is hard. It's hard. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Some of you can relate. And this is not to say, I've had to turn this around. I've had to be really conscious of this when I'm saying this, because a lot of people who perhaps used to know me, there was a moment where I was just...
Something went wrong. Please try again.
That was my phone for some reason. I used to be very, very, very moody. And I'd wake up and I just couldn't shake off that moodiness in the morning. And I used to do that, particularly with the people who love me and who I love. They'd see me and be like, oh my gosh, she's in a mood again. And then with strangers, I'd be the complete opposite. I'd be so nice to them. And last week, I just was in such a bad mood. I just couldn't shake. I tried everything. I tried meditation. I tried yoga. I tried exercise. And I just couldn't shake it off. So we went for a walk. And I remember just thinking, I need to reconnect with myself again. And I decided as we were walking to close my eyes and walk with my eyes closed. And just let my senses do the work for me. Obviously, I did this with my husband. I didn't do it by myself. I couldn't risk that. No, that would be foolish of me. So I asked him to walk beside me, and the point was I'll have my eyes closed, and he'll guide me, and I'll just use my senses. So with my eyes closed, I was able to focus on the steps he was taking. And I was able to hear his steps, tune into the noise around me, tune into my senses, fully tuned into my senses, which was my hearing, which was the smell, and which was the taste, and also the ground, and everything around me. And it really made me appreciate the power of really seeing. Because, and I'd urge you to try this if you're really struggling, because at that moment I had to walk by just listening to his footsteps. And I had to walk by tuning into what's around me and just using his voice to guide me to say, there's a step here, walk. And I did this for 5 minutes. And it was so powerful. It made me appreciate just being a human being. And being able to have the moment to be here and being able to have the power to really see. And yeah, this is such a profound moment for me because the power of sight, the fact that you can see, you should be very grateful, very grateful. Just having your sight. And then the rest is a bonus. Just your sight alone. So please, remember, take charge. Take charge of your Monday. This is some quick fixes that I really hope will help you. And really hope will brighten your Monday and really remind you of your humanity, because there's nothing quite like being a human being. There is nothing like it. And remember, small changes can and will make a big difference. So whether you're starting your day with a routine, getting your body moving, nourishing yourself with some good food, or practicing mindfulness, and even just taking a moment to appreciate the fact that you are a human being. You have everything going for you, everything. Just stop and think about that power. Think about the fact that life chose you. God chose you to see this day. And you've got every moment to make it better. Now, I hope these strategies, they are quick, can help you tackle the week with a fresh perspective. Give them a try and see what works best for you. And don't forget, consistency is key. Now, I'd like to finish by saying, tomorrow, yes, I'm doing another episode. I'll dive deeper into some long-term strategies to help you not just thrive Mondays, but thrive. But for now, please focus on these quick wins. Remember your humanity. Remember you're a human being and you have every power, everything working for you, and start turning those Mondays around. And remember, this is your Monday morning reminder that you can handle whatever this week throws at you. Until then, remain forever blessed, take care, and remember, you've got this. My name is Olivia Bassi, and this is Empowerment Junction Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in our next session. Bye for now.